Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video we're going to do game discussions. We're going to talk video games, and this is a topic, well not a topic, but this is a series I've been trying to get going for the longest time, and now I'm finally sticking to it. I'm going to dedicate to it. We're going to do video game topics at least once a week, if not more. And I want to start this series off with talking about something I recently I don't want to say recently experienced, but as recently I've kind of gotten fed up with it, and that is the day one patching. It's driving me insane. You know, sometimes I play my games in spurts. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll go on a run and I'll play a certain game for 2 months or whatever. Then I'll stop and I'll get onto another game, and I rotate. I rotate between my PS4, I rotate between my PS3 still, even my 3DS, and my computer. I still have yet to pick up an Xbox One, but that'll be changing soon, hopefully. And what happens is when I go back to my console, whether it's to play a new game I might have bought or pick up an old game that I want to continue, there's always a patch, okay? And recently I picked up Batman, okay? I had a pre-order. I didn't pick it up the day it released. I have been sick this week, I caught a bad cold, fever and all that, and I finally picked it up as of this video recording, Friday. And I remember reading the day before that there was a 3.5 gigabyte patch, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, nothing annoys me more, because one thing I realize about these consoles, and I can't speak for the Xbox One because as I said I don't have one yet, but what I notice about my PS4 is that the wireless network adapter within that machine, at least in my opinion, from my experience, is not up to par. It never has been. Even in the PS3 it wasn't that great. And I can understand that. You know, this is expensive hardware. They want to put the most revenue or the most money they can into the best parts, and they'll shimmy in other areas. I have Verizon Fios. I have the 75 by 75 plan. My computer now sits wirelessly connected to the network upstairs, a good ways away from my modem, and I still get about a 70 download and, believe it or not, a 90 upload, if you can believe it. However, when I go to download these damn patches, it takes forever. It takes forever. And my PlayStation is maybe 7 feet away from the modem. And that just tells me that the network adapter is no good. There's not anything blocking the way. I mean, they could see each other, to be technical. They could literally see each other. And it just gets me so annoyed, you know, because when I put on a game, I want to play. You know, I don't want to sit there and wait for 45 minutes or 30 minutes or however long it is for a patch. And this goes back to the whole thing, and this has been spoken about in many different areas in terms of these games coming out, not being completed. You know, they're rushing it out the door, and then they'll patch it when it comes out to make sure it's working efficiently, but you're the one who has to wait. And it just seems unfair that I'm paying full price for a game that's technically not complete. And then furthermore, I got to sit down and wait on my time after purchasing the game to download your patch because you didn't finish your job. And, you know, to some people that's trivial. Some people don't care. They're like, all right, I'll pop on a game and let it download its patch and I'll go make myself some lunch. And I get that. But to me, it's annoying. It's annoying. I just don't understand why these companies cannot finish these games. And when I read that, I was so annoyed that I almost didn't buy the game. I was literally sitting at work saying to myself, you know what? I don't want to deal with this patch. I really don't. Like, by the time I put that game in and that patch starts downloading, I'm going to play something else. And something else is going to grab my attention. And I know myself. I know I won't go back and touch the game for a month or two. But, you know, I kept hearing great things about the game, with the exception of the PC version. And, yeah, eventually I did bite the bullet and pick it up. But I think I'm getting to the point now where I'm just, if these games are going to have these huge patches every time, I don't think I'm interested. It's just like, not too long ago when the Dragon Ball Z game came out, and, no, excuse me, not Dragon Ball Z. I was gonna fire up Destiny to play with some buddies, and there was like a 4 gig patch, and I was done. I was done. I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm not playing. And it's just, it gets so annoying now. And, you know, I love games. You know, one thing about my channel here is I've never been able to really establish consistent gaming talk, which is something I'm changing now, because of the fact that I play so many different games at so many different times, and I jump from one game to another. And, you know, now I've just decided, you know what, I'm just going to talk about games. I'm not going to worry about doing Let's Plays because that requires a certain amount of time I just don't have. But that doesn't mean that I can't talk about something that I love. And with this something that I love comes these new things, and not new, downloadable, excuse me, day one patches, or patches for that matter, have been around for a while. You deal with them on the PC. But you know, when I think about some of the older PC games, you used to get so much stuff in these games, and the patches you would get were just little fixes, bug fixes, stuff like that. But now these consoles, they're using the patch basically to finish your games on your time, on your expense. And I just think it's unfair. It's just unfortunate that this one industry, the gaming industry, is the kind of industry that fans tolerate. They tolerate these things, and that's why they're never going to change. The day one patches, the downloadable content, all that kind of shit. It's not ever going to go anywhere because we tolerate it, because we want our games so bad. They look so cool and they look so fun that we're willing to put up with the crap. And I'm no exception to that rule. I know you guys listening are no exception to that rule. And it's unfortunate, but boy, man, I'm really tired of the day one patch. It's real annoying because I just want to play the game. I don't want to have to wait however long it takes for the shitty network adapter in my PS4 or whatever console I have to be able to download this massive patch that the developers launch on the day the game comes out so they can finish their job. And it just sucks, man. It's one of the worst things. So probably what I'll do with my Batman game is put it on, download the patch, and walk away, and just hope that I have the desire to return to it when it's done and not go and play something else. But how do you guys feel about day one patches? Do they annoy you? Are you okay with it? Do you wish it would end? Do you not mind it so much? Maybe if it was smaller? Let me know in the comments. Until then, I will see you guys for the next game discussion. We are going to talk about some other topics coming up. Will be downloadable content. I want to talk about the Final Fantasy remake and what I hope to see from that game. And we're definitely going to talk about microtransactions. It's like the third no-no in the trio, what I consider the trio of the modern game developers and the modern game company in the industry. The three no-nos: DLC, day one patches, and microtransactions. This is Rob signing off for ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching ETN. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers or visit ETN's Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description. You're watching ETN. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to do game discussions. We're going to talk video games, and this is a topic, well, not a topic, but this is a series I've been trying to get going for the longest time, and now I'm finally sticking to it. I'm going to dedicate to it. We're going to do video game topics at least once a week, if not more. And I want to start this series off with talking about something I recently have, I don't want to say recently experienced, but as recently I've kind of gotten fed up with it. And that is the day one patching. It's driving me insane. You know, sometimes I play my games in spurts. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll go on a run and I'll play a certain game for 2 months or whatever. Then I'll stop and I'll get onto another game. And I rotate. I rotate between my PS4, I rotate between my PS3 still, even my 3DS, and my computer. I still have yet to pick up an Xbox One, but that'll be changing soon, hopefully. And what happens is when I go